welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Dutchy, and today we are talking all things sexuality. You guys really enjoyed my how to know if you're bi or gay video. I get so many DMs from you guys questioning your sexuality, wondering whether you're bi, straight, biromantic, pan, so many different labels which can be super confronting and confusing. So today I'm going to try my best to explain bisexuality, my experience with it, and some of the other sexualities to my best ability, to give you guys some sort of insight into possibly what you may be feeling and the right label for you. Now, I'm not saying labels are essential, because they're absolutely 100% not. Labels are there for people who want to label themselves, but you don't have to. I, for one, like the use of labels. I like being able to call myself bisexual and be proud of it, and educate others on how I felt and how I came out as bi and things like that. But at the same time, you could be 100% confident in your sexuality and just feel that there's no need to label, which again is 100% okay. It's just a personal preference. But in saying this, there are a lot of labels out there, and as good as labels can be, I also think they produce a lot of anxiety and stress around people when they are struggling with their sexual identity and they want to know what to label themselves, because there are so many labels out there now, you guys. So I'm going to try my best to explain them to you guys. Hopefully I can tailor it to what you guys are sort of feeling or thinking at the moment and help you sort of come to a conclusion. At the end of the day, you're the only person that knows what you're thinking, what you're experiencing, those sorts of things. So I can never tell you what you are. But I hope the advice and information I give in this video can sort of guide you in the right direction at least. Fingers crossed. If you are new here, hi, my name is Dutchy. I create loads of LGBT content, skits, vlogs, advice videos, you name it. I create it, and I would love for you to become part of the Dutchy fam. If you want to, then be sure to head down and hit that red subscribe button. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Ooh. First things first, if you are struggling with your sexuality at the moment, I am here for you. We are all here for you as such a supportive and welcoming community, so we understand. I totally understand your struggles, and I just want to say you're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I know it's a journey, but we will get there. In the end, I am here for you. I love you, and yeah. Because, you know, coming out and struggling with your sexuality isn't all bad. I know it seems quite daunting and scary, but there are also some really great things that happen, so yeah. Okay, bisexuality. Say you're into guys, you've always been into guys, you're still attracted to guys, but you're curious about girls. There might be someone that you're friends with, someone that you know of, that you've really sort of taken a liking to recently more than normal. You're curious about doing things with them, kissing them, holding hands with them, possibly doing more with them. But you're sort of thinking, whoa, 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 I've been into guys my entire life. Why is this happening? I can't like girls. I'm attracted to guys. Well, it's fair to say you might be well on your way to bi town. It's important to remember that there is a distinct difference between being bisexual and being bicurious. Being bisexual means that I am sexually attracted to both men and women. The term bicurious is usually used when someone who identifies as heterosexual is interested in having a sexual experience with someone of the same sex. They're not necessarily sexually attracted to all people of the same sex, but they sort of just want to have an experience with someone. They're curious, you know, they want to try it out, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're bisexual. Then there's biromantic. Now, a biromantic is someone that is romantically attracted to both genders. Biromantics can often go hand in hand with being asexual, so a biromantic asexual will be romantically attracted to both men and women, but not sexually attracted. Biromantic asexuals may seek a romantic relationship for a variety of reasons, just including companionship, affection, and a level of intimacy, but they're not sexually attracted to their partner. That's where the whole bisexual part comes in. Being bisexual is being sexually attracted to both genders. And I'm guessing you already sort of got the vibe of what asexual means, as I just explained then. But basically, if you're asexual, you don't have any sexual feelings or desires. You don't have that desire to have sex with anyone or do anything sort of in that sexual category. You're still able to be intimate and loving and cuddly and all of that with someone, but you just don't want the sex part of it. That's cool. So if you're sitting there confused because you have had this romantic attraction to someone, but you've never felt like you want to do anything with them in a sexual way, then you may be asexual. And I don't want to label you guys because I could be totally wrong. You might just not have come across someone that you want to be sexually active with, but yeah, I'm just saying that is basically what an asexual feels. They don't feel the need to have sex with someone they don't want to. In terms of bisexuality or being bicurious, if you have been attracted to guys your entire life, you might remain that way. You might remain heterosexual. But if you do have a little bit of, hey, you know, girls exist, I would love to sort of experience this, I'm a bit curious as to how sex would be with a girl, then, you know, that could remain just bicurious. You might be with guys your entire life, have one sexual experience with a female, figure out, you know, that was cool, but it's not for me. then you remain heterosexual, but you are bicurious for a stage in your life, and that is totally cool. I'm sure a lot of people have that. It's when you experience sex or a sexual act with a girl and you go, you know what, no, I am sexually attracted to females too. That is when you become bisexual. And I'm not saying that you need to experience to know whether or not you're bicurious or bisexual. If you're curious about having sex with a girl, you're bicurious. Like, you don't actually have to do it to be like, yeah, I was bicurious, I had sex with a girl. But you can also know that you're bisexual without doing anything with a girl. If you're sexually attracted to girls and you know it, you don't have to have sex with a girl to know this. Like, I knew I was before I had sex with a girl, so. So if you're sitting there and you've had some feels, you've had some thoughts and feelings for someone that you know, someone of the same sex, and you kind of want to explore that, that could be a huge indicator that, hello, this girl is not straight anymore. You might be into girls as well. Is there someone that you've been thinking about lately? Another girl, someone of the same sex you've been talking to, someone that you'd really be interested in doing stuff with and possibly dating? I mean, I think you should really explore that. Honestly, the only way that you can sort of figure out your sexuality for real is by exploring things. And I don't necessarily mean physically. You can explore your thoughts and your feelings without actually carrying out any act. You don't have to have sex with a girl or do things with someone of the same sex to figure out your sexuality. Sure, it helps, but if you're not in a situation where you're comfortable to do this, just take some time to sift through your thoughts. What have you been thinking about? What are you daydreaming about? What are you wanting to happen? You know what I mean? Those sorts of things, write them down and start to sort of sift through it. I also just briefly wanted to touch on transgender. It's a bit of a touchy subject considering I'm a cisgendered female. However, I do have some friends who are transgender and I've experienced firsthand their gender dysphoria, and I've sort of got an insight into what it feels like. But don't get me wrong, I don't know what it feels like at all. I've actually never really felt gender dysphoria. Being transgender is when you have a gender identity or gender expression that differs from their assigned sex. So they may have been born a cisgendered male, but they know that they were meant to be born a female. Their brain is completely wired differently, don't feel comfortable in the body they were born in. If you're feeling like that at all, then please talk to someone. I can't even imagine how it would feel, but if you are feeling that or you have had thoughts towards this, then I'm here for you. I'm here to chat. I have great transgender friends who I'm sure would give you some advice as well. And yeah, I know it can be a really rough time, but I can understand it would be a difficult and confronting time, as would be struggling with your sexuality. Struggling with your identity can be a major struggle too. So basically, if you are feeling some sort of feels for the same sex, some sexual feelings, some romantic feelings, don't dismiss the fact that you might be bisexual. There is so much stigma and hate and biphobia, what the heck, that exists, but being bisexual is totally okay and totally normal. Look at me, I'm normal. Well, I'm not normal, but you know, I'm thriving and I'm a bisexual and I don't let that define me, but I do like creating educational videos on being bisexual because it's so important and because there needs to be more bisexual love out in the universe. So, and if you are sitting there sort of feeling like you could fall in love and be sexually active with anyone regardless of their gender, so they may not necessarily be cisgendered female or cisgendered male, they may be transgender, anyone, honestly, you may be pansexual. Being pansexual or omnisexual is the sexual, romantic or emotional attraction to people regardless of their gender. So their gender doesn't matter. You don't even see their gender as a thing. You're just attracted to humans for who they are. And that's cool. I love that. And if you're sitting there saying, yo Dutchy, I have all of these feels for the one gender, then I am pleased to say you are probably gay. I love that for you. Being gay is okay. Woo! So yeah, if you're struggling with your sexuality, you're going through some things, I hope discussing these labels and some examples of them really helped in some sort of way. If you are still struggling after this video, then please come to me or anyone of the Dutchy fam. We are super supportive and welcoming. And yeah, I just want to spread love to all of you out there, whatever sexuality you are, or whatever you are struggling with. I love you so much. It will all be okay. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!